Ha, this is TJ Quake News, X that fake, yep, real news, political, gaming, movies, stick around, we about to get into TJ Quake News, let's use it.
That's right, peoples, we are back, TJ Quake, the ghetto gamer, the ghetto newser, ghetto news period, TJ Quake, lazy, crazy, funky news. Anyway, we got some things because I got to talk to y'all about some things because we ain't seen each other in like I don't know how many eons. We ain't seen each other in a while. Because I've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff, streaming on Twitch, all that crazy stuff here. Actually, I can let you see what that is real quick if I can get to it. I'll let y'all see what that little bit is too, right there. This is my little streaming flow right here when I'm doing my little stream chit chats on Twitch, all that kind of stuff. We do the gaming streaming, we do TJ Quake, MJ Spin Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews, all that craziness. But today we got TJ Quake Ghetto News, and that's what I'm bringing to you today. Because we got to talk about this lockdown craziness in California and all across the daggum country. To be honest with you. And Orange County don't look like they taking it anymore, peoples. Don't look like they take it anymore. So I'm about to roll it for you so you can see what I'm talking about. OC is back again. We ain't taking it. Where's my flow? Somebody hit me. Somebody hit me. Somebody hit me. No. That's not what I was talking about. Sorry. Roll it.
Is picking up steam as the day grows on. Protests underway in several cities as more states push to reopen. Some in California are calling on the governor to get the state back up and running after he closed the beaches in Orange County. In Michigan, protesters are demanding an end to the stay-at-home order. We've got reporters in both states. Let's start on the West Coast. William Live-Janess, Huntington Beach, California. William.
Well, Bill, here in California, you can meditate, tree climb, golf, get your Botox, your pot, your alcohol. The one thing you can't do is go on that beach. Although it is being widely ignored and not enforced, still that is the reason that people here are protesting. We're looking at maybe 1,000 people saying what they see a patchwork of rules and selective enforcement. Why? Well, yesterday, Governor Newsom, his office said it planned to close 840 miles of beach, the entire coastline. Then, in the afternoon, he reversed course, closing only one, Orange County.
And some of those beaches have raised alarm bells. People that are congregating there that weren't practicing physical distancing. We're going to do a hard close in that part of the state, just in the Orange County area.
It's a clear example of unnecessary government overreach. His actions are arbitrary and capricious and is an act of retribution against Orange County.
Locals say Newsom is punishing Orange County based on a few press photos that appear to show packed beaches last weekend. Well, now compare those to these. Newport Beach police say on Saturday, this is what it looked like, peak hours 2 p.m., painting a very different picture. Deputies and lifeguards say the vast majority of visitors honored the 6-foot buffer, and when asked, they were compliant to move. Locals say they are neither ignorant of the rules or reckless.
Everything is shut down. Leave the water to the people that are enjoying it.
Healthy for us to be out in the water, and we keep our distance.
We want to be safe, but we must be free, and we cannot give up our freedom for safety.
Now, the governor claims his policy is guided by science and data. However, Orange County has lower rates of infection, hospitalization, and fatality than neighboring LA and San Diego County. And studies in Japan and China show that you're 19 times more likely to get this virus indoors than out. Now, the cities of Huntington Beach as well as Dana Pointville have filed a lawsuit to be heard later this afternoon challenging the governor's closure of these beaches. But as you can see, people are out there, they're surfing all day. We've seen them. People are sitting and so forth. So they're going about their business. But as far as enforcement is concerned, right now, they're not doing it here in parts of Newport Beach. They are. Back to you.
William.
So y'all know the deal. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm coming back at you with right there. Governor Nick Neck, Flip Neck, as y'all can see, and all this craziness right here, with protesting on Capitol Hill right now. OC and California have been dealing with this stupid lockdown craziness for a little too long now, and it's about time that people start standing up against dictators like freaking Flip Neck Governor Newsom, who ain't doing nothing but trying to help motherfuckers who want to get into the country illegally, and forget about the people who live here and pay him his salary. Yeah, that's right. We're paying your salary, Gavin Newsom, and it don't seem like you want to reciprocate that back to us. You don't want to share that wealth with us, the people who help put you in that position that you in right now. See, they keep forgetting that part, peoples, and that's what I'm getting down to. What my point is this is about California, but not just California. This is about, the entire country. Politicians, after a while, start to get a little big headed, and you get the governors and the mayors, and you've seen this all across the daggum country of some of these mayors, and some of the good ones are wanting to reopen their states again because they know the economy is freaking exploding. It's not happening, dude. I understand we got a daggone little virus, but daggone motherfuckers, y'all taking this a little too serious. The flu has killed way more people than this daggone thing here has done. Over many years, the flu has taken lives of thousands of people. And you guys ain't shut down the country for that? But all of a sudden, this virus that, is from what we're starting to find out, has been here for the last maybe year and a half, 2 years now already. People have already probably had this thing and been hearing about all these fatalities that you guys are, pushing up the numbers on and so forth. So I don't get why you guys are up there trying to fearmonger everybody, because people are starting not to buy it. You can only do that for so long. You can only push that envelope, but for so long. Then people are going to start sitting back going, what the hell is going on? Got everybody wearing masks like we dag back in China or something. I ain't never seen this mess before. This is ridiculous. Me personally, I don't wear the daggum things. The only time I wear that thing is when they force you to wear it. Kind of sounds like dictatorship, where they force you to do stuff against your will. Yeah, that's what's been happening in this country, people. The thing that I don't think most people are understanding what's going on in this country is that little bit by little bit, you're giving these flicking left-wing, evil-ass dictators your freedoms. You're giving them away. They're fooling you into thinking that they're going to give you, that they're protecting you, that they're trying to serve you. Oh, we're trying to help people. Oh, if you don't want to do this, if you don't say social distance, you want to kill people. Really, motherfucker? Well, then how come we weren't doing this when we had all the other epidemics that we had? I don't know. We had SARS, We had that dadgum bird flu. We had, what was it, Ebola and everything. That shit right there was crazy. I mean, Ebola wasn't no joke, but we didn't shut down the country because of it. No, we got that spot. We made sure that not too many people that had that got into the country, which is what Trump was trying to do in the first place. But you flipneck leftists over there in the media and on the Democratic Party side up there calling him a racist and trying to impeach his behind during the time that he was trying to actually shut down the travel from China to here, because he was already starting to see some things that weren't happening so nicely over there in China. Yeah, things weren't going so good over there, and he started noticing that. He said, we're going to have to ban China for coming in here for a little bit, because some not so good things are happening over there right now. Some people are getting the sickness, and they were already trying to figure out how to stop this thing, and so Trump tried to stop it, but no. Oh, no. The media wanted to come in there, and they wanted to shank the whole thing. They wanted to squash it. No, he's a racist. He's a misogynist. He's a racist. And what was all Nancy and Pelosi and all them saying? Come down to Chinatown. Don't listen to Trump. Come down to Chinatown. It's all good here. Right during that thing, the epidemic, when it was starting to happen. Oh, no. All the Democrats were all for it. They weren't trying to say stop it from happening, trying to protect us. They weren't protecting us. They were putting us in danger at that time by letting people from another country come into the country here with a fatal disease. And instead of quarantining that country off and making sure that the shiz didn't get over here, no, they invited it in by calling Donald Trump a racist. So you people need to wake up, because the more you keep listening to these Democrats, the more we're going to start going down a freaking deep rabbit hole that we're never going to be able to get out of. You guys are fighting for the wrong side if you're fighting for the rights of these Democratic evil ass dictators that we got over here named Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Shifty Shift, the Maxine Waters, I mean, these people, AOC in the 3, plus 3, AOC, the last thing this witch had to say, this is with this stupid I'm sorry, but she's dumb. She's not too bright. She's two shorts of pretty sure they say it's always like two nickels short of a quarter or something like that. The girl is, she's like loony, dude. She don't know what the heck she's talking about, but she got all kinds of followers following her dumb ass. They'll follow this girl right off a damn cliff and all fall to their deaths because AOC says the most stupidest shiz. Her latest one was, Donald Trump is up there saying that bringing the people back to work is a good thing and that's going to help people and everything. I say that's just ridiculous and people should not go back to work and fight against that system and don't go back to work. That's what we should do. I'm like listening to this girl. I'm saying, girl, you gonna pay my bills? Because the bills don't stop. The bills keep coming and say, excuse me, your rent is due. Excuse me, can we get that car payment now? Ma'am, can we get that car payment? Yeah. Oh, I understand you ain't got a job and you don't want to go back, but you still got to pay us. Yeah. Your phone got turned off? That's because you didn't pay your phone bill, ma'am. What happened? Well, AOC told me I didn't have to work, and I haven't been making any money. She said I shouldn't go back to work and listen to Donald Trump and try to build the economy back. I thought she was smart. Yeah, that's great, ma'am. I understand you're crying. You still got to pay us your car payment, or they going to tow your car. Repo time. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you're listening to when you're dealing with Democrats. Democrats aren't for you. They're not. They say they're for blacks. I don't know why everybody black hasn't woken up yet. They're getting off that Democratic plantation. These fools are the fools that put us in chains. These are the fools that put in the Jim Crow laws. These are the fools that wanted to keep us from going to schools with white kids. These are the same footnecks that were up there saying we gonna get Negroes to vote for us for the next 200-300 years. Oh yeah, that's right. What was his name? JBL. That one president that came in after Nixon, or was before Nixon, one of them two, and everything. Yeah, that fool right there wanted to keep us on some type of like payment plan. Oh, we'll give them little breadcrumbs. Yeah, give them a little something, and then they'll keep voting for us. Them dumb Negroes won't know the difference. Yeah, just give them little breadcrumbs and put their men in prison. Yeah, that's a good idea. That way, the women will depend on the government. We'll give them little food stamps, and say we're helping them out with a family as long as daddy ain't in there, bringing them kids up right to be thinking straight. Yeah, we'll split the family up. That way they can't think good together. That's what the white man did to the black man back in the day. Here's a little something for you. There was an old tale of these slave owners who were killing their slaves up when they ran away. And one of the slave owners came up and he said, "Hey guys, what are you doing? Why are you killing off your livestock?" "Well, they ran away. The damn black monkeys ran away from us." And so, well, no, you don't do that to your slave. That's your livestock. You don't kill your cow if he happens to wander off the path of the pasture. No, you just bring him back in. Your tag is behind. right there. And you gather them in and you get them around and blah, blah, blah. No. This is a good way to do it, people. No, you split them apart. See, you got to get into their heads, okay? Get the light-skinned ones, put them in the houses, right? And have them have a little bit more power over the dark-skinned ones. Split them up. That way, when they got the house ones over here getting better treatment, the dark ones are going to start resenting the lighter-skinned ones. See what I'm saying? See, you gotta divide them, divide and conquer. That's how you do it. Oh, and that shiz, peoples, ladies and gentlemen, he said that could work for us for the next 50 years, maybe 100 years. Who knows how long it could work? Guess what, peoples? That shiz is working to this very day. To this very day. That's a smart white man. He knew what he was doing. That was a dude that knew how to conquer and divide. He knew how to divide and conquer. And that's who these Democrats are, people. That's what they do. See, they're not your friends. Gavin Newsom's not your friend. He's over there wanting to give your money away to people that don't even belong in the daggum country. He's willing to let people free from jail and everything, but lock you up because you broke protocol on the lockdown for this damn virus. He wants to close all the beaches down because Orange County people wanted to go out and have some fun for a little bit. Go out and enjoy the sun. Get out in the water. It's getting hot. Summertime's coming. And this fool's up here. Yeah, it was just Orange County, just that little pocket of Orange County. Yeah, well, we're gonna shut those guys down. And the Orange County people ain't having it. OC baby ain't having it. They up there marching on Capitol right now, getting ready to put a lawsuit up against Mr. Governor Newsom. And here's something for you, Governor. What's going to happen when all of California starts figuring out that you've been trying to keep us in prison? Yeah, bruh. That's right. You can forget your next election because we're going to vote your stinky ass out. That's what's going to happen. We're voting your funky behind on out of office because we're sick of it, dude. We're sick of you stupid, dumbass, Democratic flipnecks. Matter of fact, we know you're, Nancy Pelosi's nephew? So the apple don't fall too far from the tree. We all know who Nancy Pelosi is, right, peoples? Yeah, the old witch of the freaking East. Yeah, she's one of those. The one that's been trying to freaking act like Trump's the problem when they're the problem. So, as you saw in that video, there's people out there protesting. They got Trump signs. California's starting to wake up. Y'all better watch out with all this. This shit is going to backfire on you, Governor. It's going to backfire on you because what's going to happen is people are going to start realizing who the real enemy is. They're going to start realizing, like, wait a minute. We've been voting for these motherfuckers and this is how they treat us? This is how they do us? Oh, hells no. Oh, no, dog. We ain't going for that. We about to do some changes up in here. Cali's getting a little ridiculous. They raising our taxes. They putting legals up before us and everything. All my family members and friends are moving out of the dadgum state because they just ruining this place. Man, peoples, California used to be one of the most iconic states to come to. Now nobody wants to come here. They're like going, oh, you live in California, I feel sorry for you, pal. Yeah, we got some tornadoes. We didn't get a lot of them. My house has got washed away, but I won't move to your state. Hells no. Yeah, that's what they're saying, people. That's what California is getting. California is starting to wake up, though. When I see this stuff going on right now, what I've been seeing here with these protests and everything at the beach, I mean, it's all over. It's not even just California people. They protesting in Illinois. They protesting in New York. They're getting ready to start. The people are starting to get sick of this stuff. We're getting hip to the game. We're starting to see who the real doctors are. You hear about those 2 California doctors who've been putting the real information out there about this whole virus. And everything. Oh yeah, they've been studying from Cal State and all these other high league doctors who know some stuff, and they're kind of going, "Hey, Fauci is foul. He ain't giving y'all correct information. That fool is up there trying to keep y'all feared so that you guys will stay inside your homes and do what the governors all tell you to do. The governors are loving this shit. Why? Because they're gonna make money out of it, peoples. They can keep asking for federal dollars. We need federal help for this. We need ventilators. We need more money for ventilators. Donald Trump's giving them all these damn ventilators, and guess what, peoples? More than half of them ventilators throughout the damn country ain't even being used. Why? Because the numbers they've been telling you about people dying every freaking day is a bunch of bullshizzle. They've been lying to us, people. Remember that movie? And I tell this to my wife all the time. She'll see this. I'm sorry. Hi, baby. But yeah, you remember Close Encounters? Anybody here, that remembers the movie Close Encounters? You're going to know exactly what this is about. Remember how the government was trying to keep everybody in that town? They were trying to get everybody out of that town because they were doing all that whole government stuff with with flying saucers and all going to start flying through there. And they needed to evacuate the entire town because they knew people were going to start noticing all this craziness going on. They're trying to tell people that they're not seeing what they're seeing when they're seeing all these UFOs. Okay, well, people were seeing these UFOs and they know what they saw. But the government trying to tell you, oh, no, you didn't see that. Oh, that was some tricks in the sky. Oh, some lights. Oh, that was some meteors going by and so forth. So to make sure that the people weren't going to catch wind on what their whole government project was and everything, they were making out to be like there was some kind of disease in the air, kind of like this virus we have right now and everything. Oh, yeah. Remember this, people? I'm bringing you back now. And if you guys don't, and for those who haven't seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind, watch this movie. It's a Steven Spielberg movie. It's old school from back in the day from the 80s and everything. Early 80s. Great. When movies were still good, actually. Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. So, but when Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, those kind of cats were making good movies, this movie here is one you want to watch. So anyway, back to the topic. So, the lead actor in the movie, who was basically trying to tell everybody. Matter of fact, what is his name? Because I don't know why I'm forgetting his name right now, but I can't go on to this without remembering that dude's name. Hold on, oh man, I have it at the tip of my tongue and everything. Actor Close Encounters. Here we go. There it is. Richard Dreyfuss. That's his name. So Richard Dreyfuss, you guys all know Richard Dreyfuss. He's been in all kinds of movies, dude. The Jaws movies, all that. Anyways, his part where he came up in the movie where he's basically, they're all captured and they're trying to basically avoid the government so that they can get to this mountain, right? They try to get to this mountain, which is a mountain that everybody's been having this vision of. The aliens put the vision in their heads because the aliens were actually trying to communicate to certain people that they want to share their knowledge with. Well, the government, obviously, they always try to intercept and so forth, and they don't realize that these people have been called. But there's a couple scientists that realize that something is going on, that these people were being called to this, and they're all seeing the same vision and so forth. Well, Richard Dreyfuss, he's catching on to the whole bullshit. He's starting to notice, hey, something ain't right here. Something just ain't correct. Why aren't we getting answers? What's going on here? Blah, 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 blah. So they finally, put Richard Dreyfuss and a couple of these other people in a van to get them out of there. They getting ready to put him into a helicopter, and they all got to put on the mask. You guys all know, you'll realize this is where everything kind of brings it to today, you all. So they're making them wear these masks, the gas mask thing, so they can breathe and so forth. You don't want to breathe the air, you'll die. And they were fooling everybody because all these livestock were falling dead. They were all falling dead, right? And so forth. So everybody's starting to believe this shit. The birds are falling. Oh, the birds are dying. The cattle's falling in. And all these things are dying, right? Laying on the ground. Okay, so Richard's starting to go, something ain't clicking right. Something's not making sense. The dots aren't connecting. So he finally, as they're getting ready to get put into this helicopter and taken away after they made this long-ass journey to get to this mountain, him and the girl, Melinda Dillon, who... You guys remember her. She's also in Christmas Story, plays the mother. But she's in this movie too. And him and her are like on the same wavelength with things. So they're all being put into the helicopter, and Richard says, man, something ain't right. He takes his mask off. He takes the gas mask off, and he goes, you guys, there's nothing wrong with the air. They're lying to us. And everybody say, hey, what are you doing? Why are you taking your mask off? You guys, they're lying. There's nothing wrong with the air. It's perfectly fine. You can breathe it. And he's telling Melinda, take your mask off. Take your mask off. Trust me, I'm telling you. And so she finally takes it off. And this other guy takes it off. The other people who are still fooled by the government's lies. Okay. Hence what's going on today. We got people that are still fooled by the lies and everything, still walking around with the masks and so forth. He says, take the mask off, everybody, and so forth. They take the mask off, ain't nothing happening to them. They said, man, this is bullshit. They're lying to us. Get the frick off this thing. Let's get back to our destination where we're trying to go. They trying to keep us from getting to that mountain. They hiding shiz. So they finally jump off the daggum helicopter and head on through to the rest of their quest. Come to find out that the stuff that's knocking all the cattle out and everything that's been dying and so forth, well, that happens to be sleeping gas, people. Yes. they're knocking all the livestock and all the creatures and everything, and if you were to breathe that stuff when it was coming down, you would have fallen into a nice little nippy nap. Yeah, that's what would have happened. Yeah. That's the government for you, people, and that's what they do when they try to scare tact you and everything. Movies will enlighten you to a lot of stuff, people. They will wake you up to a lot of things. A lot of stuff that's in movies, even though it's fictional, type movies and everything, they're actually giving you a little bit of the truth. They give you a little bit of the truth. You ever watching the movies when everybody starts panicking and starts going through stores and grabbing everything, and people start panicking, and all the shelves of the stores are being emptied, and people are starting to, riot and shit like that. Well, guess what? Didn't that just happen? Can't find toilet paper nowhere. Can't find water some in certain places. I mean, we're just now starting to kind of get back to a little bit of normalcy and everything. Some of the states are starting to say, okay, we'll still practice some social distancing. And don't get me wrong, people. I'm not putting down the disease or this virus that's going around lightly and everything. But there's only so much you can really do when you're in these type of situations and everything. If you want to live your life under a sense of always there's no hope, then you're going to live a jacked up existence and so forth. When you're a person that's always shooting for the stars and says, I'm not going to let this jack my life up. When it comes to the freedoms, your freedoms, people fought wars for freedom. People go to war for freedom. That's something this government does not know. Or something they have forgotten. People will only take shiz but for so long. When you keep telling them, we're going to take this away from you, we're going to take that away from you, people start to go, no, you're not. No, you're not. That's what starts happening. Militias start forming. And then they start to get a little crazy. Some of these capitals and some of these marches that are going on that I heard, the one that I think was in Illinois or somewhere, Virginia or something like that. These have got militias up there marching on the Capitol with their long guns. And you go, of course, you got the left going, oh, this is intimidating, and they're doing this, and this is the reason why we got to take guns away. No, motherfucker, you don't get it, dude. They're there with those guns in case the government decides they want to freaking turn on the people and start opening up on them. They're like this, try it. You take me out, I'm taking you out. That's how it's going down. This is the reason why we have the Second Amendment, peoples, is because when you got the government decides that they want to start taking away your rights, your freedoms, your freedom of speech, your freedom to own, the right to own a gun so that you could protect you and your family and everything. When they start infringing on that, people start to get a little irritated and they get a little come and get it kind of attitude. And then you guys are all sitting back like, I don't understand why these Republicans, all these people, blah, 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 blah. They all trip on you because you trying to freaking hold on to your little bit of freedoms that you got. Because they want to take your shiz and they want to rule over you. That's what they try to do. They trying to bring that communism into this country, people. Some of this stuff that's going on, look what's happening, people. Look around you. This is what is the beginning of socialism and communism. Yeah, AOC, when she's talking about don't go to work and all that stuff, she wants you to work under a certain thing where you'll get just so much money. There's a cap on it. See, this is what socialism is, people. They put caps on everything. They act like they're helping you out, and you'll sit there and be like, oh, hey, the government cheese sure is delicious. But while they over there eating steak, eating lobster, that's what the government's doing. You ain't eating the lobster and steak no more. They trying to tell you this stuff is bad. Oh, we can't eat cows anymore. You can't have that anymore. You can't drink from a straw anymore. You can't do this. You can't do. You notice all these things that they try to implement with the whole Green New Deal and the whole thing. What do they use? Fear mongering. Fear mongering people makes people get scared. And when they get scared, they start to believe all these lies that the media and the Democrats are putting out there to you and everything. And when I say the Democrats, the media is the same thing. They're all Democrats. Let's just be real. All the freaking CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, all them motherfucking evil ass networks are freaking part of the evil ass plan to take us all out. They're all part of it. That's the reason why they hate on Trump 24/7, people. It's not because Trump cheated on Melania back in the day with Stormy Daniels. It's not because Trump is trying to keep people out of the country or that they think he's a womanizer. These are all things they're using to freaking get into your head so that you can kind of go, oh my gosh, that's so wrong of him to do that. Oh, how can we dare vote for a man like that? But yet, when it's on their end, they don't care about Mr. Joe Biden, who's up there freaking now finding out that he possibly raped a woman. But remember with Kavanaugh? Oh yeah, believe her. Believe the woman. Isn't that what they always tell us? Oh, believe the woman. She's the one's right. Forget Kavanaugh. Don't give him a trial. He's guilty just by her saying he did it. That was what they were saying. Go back and look at all the old news stuff, people. What Kavanaugh was going through. They put Kavanaugh and his family through living hell. You see them doing that to Biden? Biden's being accused of rape, and there's possible proof of it. Yes, some footage that goes way back when the girl victim's mother actually called in on the freaking, I forgot, Larry Elder show or something like that. I forgot which one it is from. He's on CNN. But she called in on the show, was reporting that her daughter was raped by a senator. She didn't want to give the name off of him. But they were talking about freaking good old Uncle Biden. And yeah, what is this one chick from Fox News? The people that are on Fox News kind of sometimes crack me up. You got Juan Williams. You got Jessica. You got a couple of these people that Fox News allows Democrats on there to do some stuff. Yeah, so... Okay, let's get down to business. Back again. Cut 2. Okay. So like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to cut this down because I know this is going long. But yeah, we need to start waking up, peoples, because these people don't got our best interests. And that's why I am so happy to see Orange County, California, people are starting to wake up to the bullshit. They're waking up to people like Governor Newsom and the Nancys and all these people. The more the people start realizing, and the problem is with the governors and these Democrats, they're getting too desperate. They're coming out the closet way too soon, and they're showing their hand is what they're doing. They're showing their hand before they realize, what they got. And they're going, oh, wait a minute. And now everybody sees their hand. Oh, that's what he's got? Okay. Let me change up my strategy a bit. That's what's happening. So people are going to wise up to these evil ass Democrats. They're going to wise up to seeing that these people have been trying to fool us for the longest time, and they don't have our best interests at hand and everything. They have only their interests at hand. They have globalism at hand. That's what they want, people. They want us under $1. They want us under a full universal global domination. They're trying to little bit by little bit implement all these things that makes people start to kind of go, oh well, we got to be so, oh, you can't, they're taking morale out of our lives. They're taking Christ, Jesus, out of our lives. Jesus Christ came here to die for our sins. Jesus Christ, God, they put certain things in place to make sure that we stay on track. And sometimes they do stuff like this virus that we're dealing with right now, where God says, I'm going to have to wake the people up because they're seeming to forget about me and everything. All these flipnicks out here want to kill babies, unborn babies. So they're putting that out there. I can't be having that. They're killing off my children. Yeah, that's right, people. Those are God's children. Those little babies in the womb, that's God's children. And you're killing them when you decide to say, oh, it's okay to kill a little baby when they're about 9 months or right after they've been born even. Yeah, that kind of nonsense. And they got people thinking that that's okay. Oh, it's the woman's right. It's the woman's right to do that. It's her body. Yeah, well, what about the body that's inside of her? What about, does that body get a choice? Well, it's not really a human. Oh, really? What do you mean it's not a living? It's a life? You guys care more about animals, dogs and cats and stuff than you care about human life. And that's the problem with humanity today. They will kill each other quicker than they'll deal with a freaking animal. An animal's okay. Don't let the animal do it. That's what they did to slaves. Dogs got to sleep in the house while a black man and a black woman and their children had to sleep out in the dirt, out in a freaking hen house. Yeah, but the dog got to sleep in the house. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They'll treat the animals better than they treat humans because they treat humans, they just look at humans as, well, humans are just, they're insignificant really. Well, then why don't you let the daggum animals run the house then? Why don't you let all the animals take over everything? So forth. Seems how that's the case, I know it sounds stupid, don't it? But anyway, that's pretty much what I got to say for you guys. I'll be coming back at you with some more craziness. I'm ranting on with all this mess, but keep it up, peoples. Let these flipnecks know we're not standing for it no more. Orange County, California, we need to all start waking up to the real deal. And they're showing us their hand, people, and it's time to switch up our hand and make sure that we take out the hand that they're trying to give us, because these fools are trying to mind jack us. They're trying to screw with you, and they're trying to put all this fear into you so that you'll stay under them. You hear what Gavin was up there saying, these people are not, they're not abiding by my rules. By your rules? Who the frick are you? Who are you, Gavin? You keep forgetting we can vote your ass right on out. You work for us. We don't work for you. That's the problem with these politicians, people. They've forgotten who they work for. They act like we owe them something. Like we supposed to be under their ring. We voted them fools in there. We can vote them out. Just as quick. Get somebody in there that goes by my values. Just saying, peoples. Sheesh. Let's get back to the business here. All right, this is TJ Quake, the Ghetto Gamer. I hope y'all enjoyed that flavor. May the funk be with you.
Ha, this is TJ Quake News. X that fake. Yep, real news. Political, gaming, movies. Stick around. We about to get into TJ Quake News. Let's do this.